show on the militarization of the state.
What
This is going to be good.
What a hard talk to follow.
Yeah.
Throughout the history of capitalism, the working class's influence, political power, and armed strength has fluctuated vastly. Not long ago, workers fought with their labor power and their very lives just to get the 10-hour workday and subsequently the 8-hour workday. Any benefits workers enjoy today were earned with the blood and sweat of a militant working class movement. In 1944, the Communist Party USA had its peak membership with 80,000 people, a precedent that has not been challenged by any Communist Party in the US since. From 1966 to 1982, the Black Panther Party waged an armed struggle against police terror in black communities across the United States, while simultaneously implementing programs to improve the health of these communities. Most amazing of all was the socialist bloc that started with the Soviet Union in 1917. Workers who seized state power worldwide worked together for nearly a century to halt imperialism and defeat it on many occasions, often at great cost to themselves. The dismantling of workers' power abroad and at home has generated a power vacuum that the state is all too willing to fill. The ruling class has always utilized every means available to achieve maximum suppression. In our era of capitalist crisis and extreme technological advancement, the state is prepared to combat the entire working class. Under the noses of most Americans, police departments nationwide have become heavily armed military bases used to launch missions in our neighborhoods and cities. With the pretext of the war on drugs, the state was able to form paramilitary branches within police forces that have been greatly expanded upon in the last 25 years. In 1990, Congress enacted the National Defense Authorization Act, which allowed the Pentagon to funnel military surplus vehicles and weapons into our communities at little to no cost to police departments. In recent years, mine-resistant armored personnel carriers straight out of the colonial occupation of Iraq have flooded into the U.S. to serve the same purpose they did in the Middle East. These vehicles, among other intimidating military equipment, have been used routinely in situations where they are entirely unnecessary. As a police officer who went to police academy over 20 years ago told me, they kept drilling into my head that I was a part of a paramilitary organization. The NSA leaks have shown a new layer of depth to the militarization of the state. Every human being connected to the internet has massive amounts of intelligence gathered on them, as though they are all enemy combatants. Every call you make, every message you send, everywhere you go, every question you ask Google, everything you do with your phone is recorded and stored. In spite of this Orwellian reality, people still use the internet and social media to spread truth. The strongest tool the militarization of the state has provided the ruling class with is the ability to spread fear. The destruction this new capitalist crisis has wrought has made fear simply not powerful enough. In Ferguson, Missouri, which is still experiencing a massive urban rebellion, paramilitary confrontations, the National Guard, and murderous police terror have not been able to stop the oppressed residents. As capitalism continues to degenerate, the state has no choice but to militarize. As the working class continues to be faced with a broken system and a militarized state, it will have no choice but to fight back.